Cloning, at least on screen, has been getting easier and easier with 360 cameras. You can even create clones on your phone using Insta360 ShotLab effects, and with improvements in camera resolution, these effects are now available in higher quality, such as shooting in 8K with X4. In this video I show you how to make the so-called ShadowClone effect quickly and easily, and how to take it to the next level with a bit of extra editing. So let's jump into it. I'll create a simple version of that you can shoot with the X4 and edit on your phone, and a pimp-up version featuring clones in different clothes doing different activities. In both cases I aim to create a panning camera movement clockwise, showing the clones in the scene. First you'll need to plan your shot, select the location and decide how many clones you need. Featuring only a couple of clones can be less spectacular, with more empty spaces and less action. But be careful not to plan too busy scene, as you should avoid overlapping between the clones. In this case I will place a clone in front of the door, one lying on the sunbed, and fill the space with further actions in all the directions, such as standing at a table, chilling or playing guitar. I think creating a nice summer terrace scene will work best. I'll ensure my camera is at the same distance from each clone and start shooting by placing the camera in the middle of the scene. During reframing, we'll zoom in the video, so I shoot in 8K 360 video mode for the highest resolution possible. This time I'll shoot outdoors, which can be a little bit more challenging. To understand why, let's jump for the shooting process. As mentioned, I've already planned my shot and decided to create a virtual camera movement clockwise. So after pressing the record button, I simply go to the first position, stay there for 10-15 seconds and move to the next one, and so on. It's important to keep the camera rolling during the entire recording session, so that when it comes to editing, you will upload a single video file to ShotLab. During editing, all you need to do is open the Insta360 app, tap on ShadowClone, browse your video, select your subject, and let the app track it and put your video together automatically. As you can see, it's basically a smart masking technique. The app recognizes you in different stages and puts the video together, creating a mask around you. This is where shooting outdoors becomes challenging, because nature can change even during such short periods. When it's windy, trees will wave in the wind differently, and when clouds come and go, the lighting may vary. As a result, there may be artifacts around the edges of the masks, and the colors and shadows may change with the light. The longer you shoot, the more risk you face, but when creating the upgraded version of this effect, you need to be even more aware of these issues, because the process will be a bit longer. The Insta360 app can handle one video file at a time, but if you wanna change clothes, you'll need to record yourself in different takes, stopping the recording between stages. And this is not only about the length of the video, but also about how AI tracking works. It doesn't matter if you change clothes very quickly, the app won't be able to track you, so you'll need to do it in post-production manually. But don't worry, I'll guide you through it. In this case, the shooting process will be very similar but a bit longer, and you'll need to record several different videos for each stage. Change clothes between takes and go to the different positions one by one. And be aware of heavy wind and changing lights outdoors. When you see a small cloud coming, wait until it goes away and continue shooting in the same light conditions. There's no need to hurry. Depending on the length of the video you need, you can stay in one position as long as you want. But keep in mind, the shortest video will determine the total length you can create. And after recording this version, let's jump to editing. Import all the takes into your editing software. As I was shooting on a tripod, I turned off flow state stabilization on the videos to avoid any artifacts and ensure that when it comes to layering, the different takes match perfectly. In Premiere Pro, right-click on the clips, go to Source Settings and turn off Stabilization. Then set the start and end points of each clip one by one. To keep it organized, start with the first take, creating a sequence from the clip to match the video dimensions. After that, put the further takes on the timeline on different layers. Draw a mask around yourself on each layer one after the other until you get to the bottom one. The clones will appear step by step. Finally, leave the bottom layer untouched. And here's where you can cheat a little. If your sequence seems short, you can extend it by cutting and rearranging some clips. For example, as the camera rotates from one stage, you can cut the clip and move it to the end if it needs to return. Alternatively, you can shift some clips that will be visible later to the end, as no one will notice them until the virtual camera turns in that direction. This way you can adjust the length of the clip slightly. And once your sequence is ready for reframing, it's time to move on to the next step. Until this point, keep your sequence settings at default 2:1 aspect ratio and continue editing in different ways. If you're satisfied with the masks and see no artifacts, simply nest everything so the entire project will be editable as a single video file. Change the project settings to 4K 16:9 and add a virtual camera. Insta360 recently released their own plugin, Insta360 Reframe, which I'll use. Drop it on the nested sequence to modify all the layers together, creating the panning effect. The Insta360 Reframe plugin is a bit tricky, as you won't see any changes until you modify the resolution. Set it to 4K to match the sequence settings, go to the starting point, add a keyframe on the pan parameter, and set the direction of the virtual camera. It's an easy editing process, as all you need to do is create a simple pan around the entire scene. Go to the endpoint and add a keyframe to that position too. If the camera movement is too slow or fast, drag the keyframe back and forth on its small timeline to change the speed of the effect. And that's all. We've successfully created a customized ShadowClone effect shot with the X4 and edited on the computer with the help of the Insta360 Reframe plugin. For a short comparison, here's the other version generated in ShotLab automatically right on your smartphone. If you enjoyed this short tutorial on making this effect, please give a thumbs up, and for more 360 content and tutorials, subscribe to my channel and tap the notification bell. See you next time!